Congratulations, you've passed every stage of the
Thank you.
process to join West Midlands Police as a police officer. How are you feeling now?
Uh, it feels really surreal. I remember at the start of this year, I kind of just sent in my application on sort of a whim, I thought I'm just gonna do it just to have a go. If I'm not successful with it, so I can go and do something else. But as we started gradually going through the stages, it became more and more real,
Yeah,
and especially for my family and my friends around me. We were considering if this is if when I get this, we have to start making these changes. We have to start thinking about the certain stuff. And so now that I'm here and I'm literally on the last hurdle, the vetting process and stuff like that, it feels very surreal. It's in such a long process
yeah.
uh to have it get everything done. But no, I feel over the moon. I'm so happy when I tell people that I've passed it, and they're so shocked. People love hearing about like that you passed the police, you're in the police. And so yeah, I'm just really happy.
Oh, lovely. That's so good to hear. So much to be proud of there. It sounds
Yeah.
like an incredible journey. So, let me take you back to that moment before you found us and you had this process ahead of you, like online assessments, final interviews. How were you feeling about the process before you came across us?
I was really nervous and
Mhm.
stressed out. I've gone for interviews before and I've been fine. Going into this, I did my research on, what does this process look like? And when
Mhm.
I found out you had this national Sift, you had the OAC, then the final interview, I was so stressed. And I actually grew up in a policing household. Both my parents were in the police for over
Right.
20 plus years.
Yep.
And even their knowledge, I didn't provide me the confidence to get through those stages. And so I started looking up on YouTube and I came across your videos and I was like, the information he's giving is so beneficial. And I saw that you had this course, and I thought I need to get on that straight away. And so I reached out for the National Sift and the OSC and the final interview. And I think without your guys' help and expertise, I wouldn't have been successful. Even having that knowledge at home, it still wouldn't have been good enough.
Wow, amazing. So, and that's the thing, the thing is, Satnam, you're not a different person.
Yeah.
You're the same person, but you probably would have failed at one of those stages. Not
Yeah.
because not because you're not the right person to join the police, but because you just didn't know how to navigate the process. But we showed you. Here's the key thing you hear me saying all the time: we'll show you the way. You've got to do the hard work. So never forget that you've done the hard work. So you absolutely deserve this. We don't do like spoon feeding or anything like that. It is hard work, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Honestly, I think Uh, for the OAC and the final interview, I remember practicing every day, almost hourly, uh,
Mhm.
my competency-based questions, my verbal briefing, and even with Jane, having those meetings with her, going over what we need to tweak, what we need to do that. Then I got through the OAC, that was great. Then I had Raj, and there was the same thing, constantly practicing with him, my friends, my family. So you always practice makes perfect. And
Yeah, yeah.
so you do need to put in the work. Like I said, you guys provide the foundations, but it's up to you to actually build on that.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. So how did you find the process of working with Jane and Raj then?
Amazing. I'm very fortunate to have worked with both of them. And I'll talk about my experience with Jane. Uh, it was so, it was such a weird experience for me doing this because I've never done anything like this. So
Yeah.
having a mentor there guide me through the process and having those webinars and access to these videos and lessons, it provided so much help. Jay, and one thing I love was going into the police. I always thought my situations and my experiences, I didn't feel like they were ever good enough, and so I lost a lot of confidence in that. But Jane was lovely. She reassured me and gave me that sort of confidence in that it's not about your experiences. It's just catering to the CVF, catering through those competencies and values. And so that provided me so much confidence, and it allowed me to smash the OAC. And then I was very fortunate to have Raj for my final interview, and he was really good. And I'd like to say by the second meeting we'd had, I was already prepared. And he had prepped me already, so he'd done such a good job that by the third meeting, it was just sort of how do you feel? Are you ready for it? And I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. It was literally like about 15 minutes because I put in the work through the webinars and from what the homework he'd given me. So I'm very fortunate to have worked with both of them.
Outstanding. Oh, that's so good to hear. So good to hear. So, Satnam, if you had one message then for someone who might have been, who is now watching this, listening to this, who's in the same situation you were in all of those months back, thinking maybe that this sounds too good to be true. Surely they're not that good. What would be your message to them?
I would say if you want to invest on your future, go for it. Honestly, go for it. It's not a waste of money. If this is something that you genuinely are passionate about and you want to go through, do it. Because you won't be looking back at this and thinking, I wasted this or no. Honestly, you'll come out a better person with more knowledge, more experience about this situation and the police. So I would say go for it.
Right, awesome. Thank you, Satnam. It's so good
Thank you,
to see.
Brendan.
And listen, we've got a favor to ask if I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the day of your passing out parade, when you're looking all proud of your families and friends, our team would love to see a photograph. We'll just keep it within
Yeah.
that team. We'd love to see a photograph. And we look forward to seeing that photograph and maybe having you join our alumni service, which we're going to launch very, very soon. So,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic. Well, listen, Satnam, thank you for your time this afternoon. It's not a goodbye, it's a see you soon. You're part of the Blue Light family. And just keep us updated. And if you get any problems
Mm.
at all, give us a call.
Yeah, I will do.
Bye, my friend. Take
Thank
care.
you later. Bye.